Hey everyone, it's Garrison here, and welcome back to the Patreon, or the channel we're currently watching from. And today I'll be doing some more catching up on Queendom 2 for the round where vocal teams and dance teams are gonna occur, collaborations between the contestants on the show. We love to see it. Now, keep in mind, guys, the previous round where I covered episodes 3 and 4, I'm not gonna do a review similar to that because, one, I am not that knowledgeable when it comes down to vocal techniques. Number two, I'm not that knowledgeable when it comes to dance techniques, especially when it comes to dance. But I, for one, can share quite a bit of my thoughts for these performances, though seeing especially how the vocal teams are made up and the songs that are provided to them. Okay, so listen up. The first performance that I've queued up here is, of course, Don't Go, originally by EXO, with the team that is composed of Kim Lip, Jinsol, Chu, Hassel from Loona, and then we got Youngun and Chaehyun from Kepler. Now, I am extremely familiar with Don't Go, one of my go-to songs back in high school ever since grade 10, and it is such a classic, guys, I got to say. And then the next performance I queued up right after is Hold My Hand, originally by IU, and that team is composed of Subin, Eunha, and Yoonjung. One of my all-time favorites coming from IU, not necessarily like the first track that you'd think of coming from IU first, maybe some, but it is an OST, to be fair. But that song is just the energy in that song and the good vibes that you feel in that song is everything. And then the last vocal performance that I'll be covering for, of course, episode 5 here is To My Youth, originally by Bull 4. Now, the team that is composed for this one is Minyoung from Brave Girls, and of course, Hyolyn herself, which is gonna be really interesting, both being huge powerhouses in terms of vocals, and I'm curious how they're gonna complement each other. And To My Youth, such a meaningful song for many, I'm pretty sure for a lot of you guys out there, but a lot for me as I was growing up and having like a transition phase to such a meaningful song. But aside from that, guys, enough talk. Let's just get into the performances now. Alright, so I've queued up all 3 vocal team performances accordingly. Don't Go, Hold My Hand, To My Youth. You guys truly don't know what it means for all these songs that mean to me, honestly, throughout the timelines that these were released, or the times where I found out about these songs. I'll talk about that after I check out all of the performances, but let's go. Alright, Don't Go first, originally by EXO. Okay, make sure the quality is up there, yep. Butterflies. Oh my. No way, it's starting off with Hustle. And Chaehyun. The distribution here is so surreal, guys. Man, this sounds like heaven right now. Straight chills. Yes. 모르게 와이즈처럼. Let's go, Chaeyeon. Flippy. 솔직한 Wow. Hold up, guys. Hold up. I need fun tissues. I need fun tissues. Man. What a beautiful performance by this team. Wow, the combination of the Kepler members and Loona here together for such a special and meaningful song, at least for me. I'm not sure about you guys. And at least if you guys found out about this song from Queendom 2 from this performance, there you go. You know, and it's better late than never. It's better late than never, like I say. But where do I begin with this, okay? Before we continue to the other performances, I want to get a full run through again. There's a lot to point out, a lot of iconic moments, but most importantly, I want to get out of the way is just how the parts were given to the respective members within this team. Listen, the fact that Hassel started this song, which is originally started by my man's D.O. himself, is unbelievable. Okay, as some of you may know, Hassel do be the bias in Loona for me. And then, next thing you know, okay, Chaehyun follows up after Hustle at the start of this performance, which the fact that she took up Chanyeol's part there was so fitting. Every part that was given was so fitting, and then there were some parts where I believe it was like half of this member of the team and then half of this member of the team for one of the EXO members on this. Now, there's something huge to keep in mind, because before coming to this, I already know, because from the early days of EXO, you know, we had EXO-K and such. This is the vocal team that has the exact right amount of members for the song. EXO-K, 6 members. 6 members for this as well. Compared to the other performances that I haven't watched yet, it makes so much sense why the distribution works. But the fact that they split out like one EXO-K members part into 2 for 2 of the members within this vocal team was so beautifully done. Yet nothing felt like too abrupt. Nothing felt pushed on towards this performance vocally. You know, nothing was forced. It seemed like everything transitioned so smoothly, and I emphasize that a lot, because when I hear like covers or renditions or performances, you gotta do the original justice. You gotta do the original justice, or at least if you're doing a rendition, don't change it up so much that you lose originality. And that's what I emphasized on the previous round when we were covering the round that the contestants of Queendom 2 were covering each other and performing each other songs, covering or renditioning each other's songs, you know what I'm saying? But man, oh man, it goes to show you, you know, when a performance is that special, that makes you have straight chills and goosebumps, and also makes you shed tears like that, you know it's a good performance. I'm gonna have to bring it back up here from the beginning, guys, break things down bit by bit, and truly, I remember this song. I think it was like 2014, 2015 days, good old high school days, and this song helped me through so much, and when I had, believe it or not, my first love and all, but yeah, it's a meaningful song. It's a meaningful song, trust me. Especially if you go and find the lyrics. I wonder if this whole time, yeah, auto-generated. It makes sense. Okay, let's go from the beginning here, and then we'll break things down, the iconic moments, the moments that I love, distribution-wise. I already told you about Hustle and Chaehyun, but it doesn't remain the same. Like, someone else has Dio's part. Someone else picks up Baekhyun's part, right? So, wow, man, this is unbelievable. This is just still surreal to me, and how this stage was set up for them, beautifully done. You know, at the butterflies, the knobbies, you know, and just them on the pedestals like that, and the outfit coordination for this, so good. I'm sure Chaehyun knows this song by heart as well. Okay, yeah. So yeah, it kicks off with Dio, the Hustle, and that's the full line of Dio. And I love how, because Chanyeol, I remember there's like a little bit more husk to it, right? In the original, I don't know how to exactly describe it, you know? He has his own tone, and then Chaehyun's tone is very more light with it, right? And I just love how the entirety of this feels very light on its feet due to the vocal tones from the respective members in this vocal team. So, very fitting part. I really want to say Kai if I remember by memory here. Yeah, either way, okay, this is a really fitting moment that they pass it on to Jinsol, right? Loona member to Kepler member to a different Loona member, right? Becky go, the slight wink. There might have been Becky in there, yeah. After. Manager. Oh, that bow on Chaehyun, so cute. Really love Chu's parts as well in this. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh, ooh. Ooh. Iconic, iconic. Chu and Youngin here. Oh my goodness, I can't wait to see the full episode to see them interact, this vocal team. Wow. Cool. So, if I truly remember how it was, okay, it's been a minute, alright? Because I always see the performances of Don't Go and such like that, and I streamed this song like heavily back then. Okay, we gotta hear this again. I gotta remember. This part where this moment is brought together, right? Chaehyun and then a little bit of Hassel here. It goes from, I believe this is Dio, yeah. And then this part was very fitting. I think I could recall this strongly. Baekhyun, right? Either that or it's reversed, right? I just, you know, it's on the tip of my tongue. Another iconic moment. Pretty much every iconic moment is they bring everything together, but then there was later on with Chaehyun. Man, the harmonizing in this is so on point. And when it comes to Don't Go, like, you gotta get the harmonization on point. You gotta, you know, the ooh, 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 and then the slight moments where you bring it together as a whole at the end of someone else's part. Manager. Aww, Chaehyun. Sochika, yeah, very fitting part by Jinsol. I don't remember if that was Baekhyun or not. This is where it's like, I'm sorry guys, like, oh my goodness, it's hard to hold back all the feels. Yeah, so earlier there's like a Chu moment, before that a Chaehyun moment, but wow, this moment here by Youngin. I feel like Youngin knows this song too, and like the fact that this song is meaningful too, like, go back. Oh, what a moment here. All that, then just the before oh my oh my goodness. So the manager, Sarge manager. Okay, I feel so biased right now. The fact that like two of my main biases are in this, and then like Hyolyn and Loona, but also Don't Go being the song and how they did justice to it so much and didn't adjust anything to it. You know, they simply brought themselves to the stage and, you know, show what they got in full capacity. And oh my goodness, I'm gonna replay this over and over and over and over and over again, guys. You can't be doing this to me. First performance of this episode was... a destination. Oh, lyrics. Okay. We are on to Hold My Hand by IU. And if I recall correctly, we have Subin, Eunha, and Yeonjung. Yes. And this song, right, very meaningful as well, by a huge legendary artist, IU. And of course, keep in mind, you know, IU is herself. There's no 3 different IUs on this song, right? It's just her herself. So I'm wondering how they're gonna distribute the parts. You know, who's gonna get, like, you know, these like powerful moments and stuff like that, or, you know, who's gonna hit that chorus. You know, it's like. Yeah, I that got me interesting. Did the most for these last 2 final performances of this vocal team, you know, round thing going on. All right, let's see. Yeah, it's Sumin, Eunha, Yeonjung. Oh, there's Yeonjung. The stage, though, beautiful with these flowers. Okay. Woo. Wow. Subin. Interesting side to have her start like off the stage. Oh. Wow. Eunha. So cute. But man, her voice truly fits the overall vibe of this song, so honestly, all of them do. Okay, so they bring it together in the center here. Charlie gonna go into Yen. Okay. And then, okay, I see what they did here. I hear what they did here. Ooh, wow. I got to say, like, you know, the choosing of the teams, right? Like Yoonjung, Subin, and Eunha. Match made in heaven, truly, for this performance, I'd got to say. Like, I feel like just the bright and joyfulness truly suits all of them, all three of them, quite heavily for Eunha. You know how she is in terms of the presence she provides, and you know, the effect that she has on all of us and stuff like that. And then we got Yoonjung. You know, I know her way back on PD 101 days, like the wow. And I know what she's capable of. I really know what she's capable of. It makes sense for the lines that were distributed to her. And then Subin, wow, she had quite a bit of satisfying moments in this performance as well. The only thing is, like, I wish she was just on the stage, not on the sidelines with the crowd, like that. Just a small thing, you know, small thing. But all in all, like, I just love how they brought it together. They brought it together at the center of the stage, and then did what they needed to do. You know, they delivered. They completely delivered, and I'd say gave justice to the song, right? Now, something to keep in mind is that all these vocal performances have different meanings, different overall vibes, you know. One, to my youth, you know, talking about the journey in life, talking about your youth and all that stuff, and moving on and all that stuff. But then, like, Hold My Hand, you know, very bright, you could tell, you know, very bright sounding, very sweet with it, very uplifting per se in the overall soundscape of the song. And I love how they kept the entirety originality of it, you know. I feel like when you're doing justice to a legendary artist and their song, you gotta keep the full thing in full. Don't ever change it. Don't ever change it. And if you try to, it's gonna be very difficult. And then you got Don't Go. Don't Go, it has its emotional, impactful moments that tugs your heartstrings, you know? So each song, beautiful in its own ways. Song choice-wise here, phenomenal. Team, the composition of this team, phenomenal. A lot of iconic moments in this as well. And it's interesting how they split up the lines as a whole. I feel like they did it in the right kind of succession to, like, set up Yoonjung, Eunha, and Subin, right? So let me bring it back up here back to the beginning of this, and yeah, go from the beginning here. Yeah. So first of all, I really love how the stage is set up. This opening scene with Yeonjung. Some may know the bias in Wujusonya. And of course, the decoration-wise, very floral with it, right? They got the swing too for Yeonjung, and I think it's just set up so beautifully. It's set up so well for this. And then we got Eunha, you know, the cherry blossom like trees. How like she kicks it off here. I believe, if I recall correctly, like the intro bit portion of the song, and then right into it. You can always rely on Yeonjung, you know, like to really hit those notes. And just how they express themselves, it's very fitting for the song. Honestly, like if you think about it, they could have done it either way. One, you either set it up like this and beautifully bring it back together the way they did, or sort of make it their own type of concert and then come through, right? Come through and run up on the stage and get the crowd engaged. They could have done either or, and I think either way is completely fine. But the fact that they did this, definitely didn't consider like the floral aesthetics and the decoration. And I love these earrings on Yeonjung here. Gotta give it to the stylist for this round, truly. Yeah, it's just this. Same girl, same. Wow, I'm seeing an angel right in front of me. Subin. Just in awe, it seems like she is there right there in that moment. And then we can carry it on. Yeah, right here with Eunha. Oh no, Eunha. Okay, yeah, I was mistaken for that part. So Subin. Wow, one of my favorite, literally one of my favorite moments in this performance. Subin herself in this moment. They even decorated the mic stand, right? Now, as for the people who are familiar with this song, you know, these moments you gotta hit every single note, and they did. You gotta hit it. You gotta hit it every single time, and it doesn't like build up and build up to do it, you know, except for that one moment later on. And then here. Wow, even Eunha's hair, look at the flowers in her hair. Beautiful, beautiful. And I love how they just brought it back together here. Build up. Love the camera work here. At least this is the one time I actually adored the camera work on this show. Man. Maybe just one thing. I wish that it was like sort of dragged there in Yeonjung's moment, or just bring it together with Subin there. But truly the song goes this way. Just the gesticulations, mic in one hand, and then like movement with the other hand. Very, very. They know how to throw on a performance. Very fitting, Eunha in the center for this. But yeah, we're gonna have to dive into the next one here. And this is Minyoung of Brave Girls and Hyolyn, To My Youth. Super meaningful song. The most, I would say, I would go far and say the most meaningful song, at least for me, just like growing up wise, you know, the history that I had with this song. So really interested how they would work off each other, how they would complement each other in the vocal department of this. But let's continue this. Alright, I wonder how they set up the stage. I'm sure they're not gonna be with each other at the start here, just, you know, different places of the stage. Straight chills. Wow. Ooh. Wow, that cuts.
근데 가끔은 너무 행복하면 더 아파올까봐 내가 가진 이 행복들을 누군가 가져갈까봐 아름답던 그 기억이 난 아파서 아픈 만큼 아파해도 사라지지를 않아서
Wow.
친구들은 사람들은 다 나만 바라보는데 내 모습은 그런 게 아닌데 자꾸만 멀어만 가.
The visuals in this too, like the illustrations, the lyrics shown. Ooh.
얼마나 그랬을까
Wow. I'm speechless. Yeah, okay, they definitely did justice to the original song, but how they sort of interpreted it and put it to the audience, us listeners and people, was brilliant. The fact that we saw Hyolyn just in the center, you know, like sort of open book is not the right word. It's it's this sort of vulnerability feeling that I get, you know, visually, you know, just Hyolyn sitting on the stage, simply there. And I think that sets the tone to this performance so well. If anything I got out of this, though, is that Minyoung and Hyolyn truly pushed each other throughout this performance. You know, they worked off each other so well. Distribution was beautifully done as well, and they complement each other so well vocally. Also, it's clearly evident across all of these rounds on Queendom 2 here is that Hyolyn's experience is showing. It is really showing. She knows how to interpret certain songs, obviously perform the songs that she has performed her own songs, right? But like whether it's someone else's song, the way it's done, she knows how to truly captivate all that, right? And like put it out and do it a little bit in her own way, right? And wow, what a special performance. Really, truly. And you could just hear that true emotion. Whether Hyolyn is like delivering it a little bit more airy, right? Or not. And then brought it together in that one moment, and then Hyolyn carried it on. And then Minyoung, she has quite a bit of experience under her belt and is integral and huge part to Brave Girls. And I think, all in all, like this song, like this overall performance of To My Youth, is gonna be another memorable one. The other third one, like the memorable one to look back upon off of many and many replays. Wow, I just got straight chills right from the get-go. Okay, we gotta bring this back, guys. We gotta break things down and stuff like that. I love how they utilize the stage, though, you know. Remember how I was talking about the previous rounds? It's all about using a lot of the stage, using props and stuff like that. When it comes to the vocal round, you don't necessarily need to do that. You just got to bring your vocals to the table and maybe have a nice backdrop or something. And that backdrop, wow, the lyrics being shown, right? Assumingly. And then the illustration of this individual person walking and the street lights behind that person, just like that, is just so beautiful. All right, let's dive back into this. Oh, sorry, I didn't bring it up to you. Wow. Okay, good thing I remembered. Good thing I remembered. So the beginning here. The spotlight light on her, just like see it on her expression, the emotion. And I've said this time and time again, you know, you may have a good song, like in general, if you not like talking about this performance, aside from that, when you have a good song, you have a good song. But if you're able to convey emotion or having a meaningful song or have both at the same time, there's whole different added levels and meaning behind it. And Hyolyn truly did that, you know. That's why I'm saying, like, they did justice to Hyolyn did that. And then when it came down to Minyoung, I'm gonna point it out. I'm pointing it out when we get into her part. This was a meaningful song for me too, because this was when it was released, like 2017, and 2017, not for everyone, was a great year and period. For me, it was like, okay, it was not really a good period, but it was yeah, it was a rediscovery period for me, and self-discovery and all that stuff, or whatever, transition phase, and I really needed a break from everything. And then it was also a time where a lot of our greatest hits were released in 2016, 2017. So that's just unbelievable, you know, to think about. See, every breath you hear, or how she makes it a little bit airy, it's the intention of that just... Same with Minyoung, right? Crazy. See, this is what I'm saying. It's expressions, gesticulations. Now, this whole time I'm wondering, like, are they just gonna be stagnant like this the whole time? But they aren't, right? See, vocals can go a very long way, and that's why I guess one of the many reasons why most of my biases in idol groups tend to be main vocalists, or at least sub vocalist or leader. See, I'm saying these like illustrations with the lyrics. I'm assuming that's like mom and dad in that illustration there, and then look at her eyes. No, like seriously, guys, if you're telling me someone ended up critiquing any of these vocal performances, hey, we're gonna fight. Like seriously, like you can't tell me otherwise. Like all these performances, phenomenal that we saw here today. And then just like, yeah, she even hits that. The illustration of like that could be very symbolic too. It doesn't necessarily mean like Minyoung and Hyolyn, but it could mean like your past self and your current self. Oh my goodness. But I feel like the timing of that, like putting that up there with them coming together here on the stage, perfect. Again, that's when you know the performance was good or the song was good, is when the second time, the third time, the fourth time you watch it, it's a whole brand new experience. As you watch it, you listen to it more, there's a lot more that's added to appreciate and love about. And how they just bring it together like that. Aww. Man, but overall, guys, brief talk about about these performances and songs, song choice wise, beautifully. Whoever gave them these songs, or if they chose these songs, brilliant. Don't tell me, because watching the full episode, right, for Patreon. And I feel like, right, the timing, I could simply lay down, okay, if we go with Don't Go, right? Don't Go, if I recall correctly, 2014, 2015 days, right? Good old early high school days, or junior high school days. And it just meant to me so much, right? Another moment, actually, where I'm like, I didn't know what I truly wanted to do. Also, like I said, I don't want to say it again, but you know what I'm saying, what I said earlier. And then, right, Hold My Hand is actually a song that I didn't discover when it was released. I think it was released back in like 2011 or something like that. And that was a moment where I wasn't like fully into K-pop exactly, if I recall correctly. There's just so much to take in. And I discovered it later on, after the release of Don't Go. I was like, wow, this is such a good song. And also a very uplifting song that just provides a great pick-me-up. And then To My Youth, 2017, probably the most pivotal year for me, transitioning into like college, high school, graduation, not knowing what I'm gonna do, thinking about family, thinking about opportunities or things that could stop me, things that, you know, how difficult things are, and if anything, like all these songs all together as a whole, and during what's going on in this sad, cruel, cold world, adds more meaning and depth for me about these songs. So thank you for all these vocal teams for coming out and performing and doing justice to these original songs. For me, as you can tell, I'm most heavily familiar with Don't Go and To My Youth. So it's hard to say, you know, a personal favorite in terms of performances and stuff, you know. Take it with a grain of salt now. It could change with more watches and stuff like that. I know you guys have your exact one, but to say, not in any particular order, but to more so say the favorite that I loved from this one, and considering, you know, this is a huge bias factor that's coming into play. Don't Go, EXO, the song that I've played time and time again, countless number of times when I was younger. And the time period, and I say this a lot on my channel, when you have your favorite song, sometimes you can recollect those moments that it helped you, that helped console you, whether it's a sad time, or it was a happy time, or it was, you know, frustrating times. Music consoles you in many different ways, and it goes to show you music does not have any language barriers, and I emphasize that a lot on the channel here and there. So Don't Go, that team, hands down my favorite performance between Loona and Kepler, and just the succession, how it was done. I think the succession of all these performances, the distribution wise, which member of the respective teams came after each other vocally, perfectly done, right? And then I would put, like, literally, to be fair, the rest of the teams neck and neck with each other in terms of my favorites. Hold My Hand and To My Youth. And I think all songs carry their own weight. They're beautiful in their own ways, separate meanings, so you can't really say, you know, that, but I wonder how it would go, you know, versus like the dance performances that I'm gonna have to check out in the next episode of performances and such. Sorry, getting my head of myself here, but yeah, a lot of pivotal moments for both all three songs that connect to me throughout my life, and will still stick with me for a very long time. I promise that for sure. And yeah, first performance and I start crying, and yeah, there's no way that it just drained everything out of me. And then uplifting performance, and then back down again, but more so in a consoling and healing manner. But as always, guys, be sure to like, share, maybe subscribe, as it helps out the channel so much. And if you're watching from YouTube, feel free to check out my Patreon. Maybe I'll eventually open up in the summertime, have the full-on episodes for free for y'all, or certain things and stuff like that. It helps out the channel a lot, but you also get credited in the description down below. Just a small thing that I don't really like talking about, but I don't want you guys to be missing out on what I have planned for this summer, K-dramas and stuff like that, as I have more free time opening up and stuff after convocation. But take care as always. Have a great day, have a good night, have a good afternoon, wherever you are. This has been Garrison as always, though, and peace.